Ding 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 ding. You also need to watch what you eat. Oke, malam dong. Aduh, can delay, no time to lose. Masalahnya, alah, seru. Gua kan kemarin jual ini ya. Nah, belum itu. Welcome back to Zack Boy. Ya, balik lagi bersama gua, Zack Boy. Kali ini kita kan ya bermain game-game simple saja. Scaling ya. Lightning, anti-aliasing, shader, texture, ada object distance nih. Oh, objek distance-nya ditambah biar kelihatan jauh langsung rendering. Suruh ke A dulu gua. Loh, Bianca.
Well, you recite for sore eyes. Take care.
Anjir satunya. Basket anjir satunya malah amat, cuk.
I'm back.
I can see that. What's the matter?
I need another pitcher of ale. The last one wasn't cold enough for father.
You want me to get it for you?
Right? And a smile from you.
Goodbye.
Cuk.
Here you are.
Thanks.
Anjir satu.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Kayak
Out
iya.
of the question.
Tenang.
Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
The Deutsch is mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer. But when...
Well, I'd say he's an
Salah. Dulu advance reset ke default dulu, tapi motion blurnya harus dimatiin, jangan sampai nyala. Tuh, jangan diem deh. Biasanya sip. Father, ale sudah ada ale-alenya. Langsung aja ale-ale. Father, ale-ale father. Gue kan minta lagi ya, dikasih berapa emang sama dia?
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Yeah.
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us.
Asal.
Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call.
Apa
I
tuh?
reckon
Siapa?
you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Pasti
Really?
kejadian yang kemarin ini.
Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly wiped
Oh,
house.
Pak.
He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he?
Tabok.
You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yeah, sorry.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
Yes.
I understand.
Good. And we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let
salah lagi
traitors
aja
kill our
cuy.
king?
Ya. Padahal salah.
Boy
padahal.
gets caught making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
Furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing.
Bapaknya tuh terkenal. Emang
Do it.
ini aja apa? Awas tangan kena
Good.
lah gitu.
Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
You remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of
Gue nggak
Prague,
tahu ya nanti
scored
yang
castles,
si siapa
had a bridge
Kingdom
made
Come
over the Moldau, and
Deliverance.
founded a university.
Yang keduanya kayaknya
All
emang
without a war.
bakalan lebih ini sih. Lebih
That's
advance.
Better by far.
Dia kan si Henry-nya masih ya awal lah.
Doesn't have
Nggak
it
tahu yang
easy.
namanya cara bertarung segala
It's
macam.
hard to step into the shoes
Strength
of
masih kecil.
someone whose
Tapi
life
kan
was
kalau
born
yang
only
udah
once a
kedua kan
1,000
udah
years.
berpengalaman dalam bertarung.
What about
Itu
Sigismund?
tuh yang ditunggu-tunggu, game yang gua tunggu-tunggu
You think
nanti di
Charles would have
tahun.
brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going?
Where's it going?
Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
Nah, cakep dang. Hmm, hmm, hmm.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa.
Teresa,
Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
Waduh, Teresa. Go back to father at porch. Teresa, go and get Nelo. Aduh, ada Bianca sama Teresa. Iya nih. Hah? Pilih yang mana nih? Bagus semua soalnya.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
Oh iya ya. Ini. Nice.
Gone deaf. Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
Man.
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Duh.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire.
Wih, bapaknya jago pedang. Nggak ngajarin anaknya gitu.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let him
commoner?
try it.
Aduh. Aduh.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps.
Nggak
Who
diajarin, Pak,
knows
sama
what
ayahnya.
future holds for each of us.
Padahal
I see that you
penting
almost have
cara
it
bela
finished.
diri.
Just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
Ya.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an
Langsung
honor.
tanya, Padahal
Have a safe journey.
ajarin gua
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik.
cara pakai pedang.
Thank you for the hospitality.
Tuh, ngayun pedang aja masih belum bener si Henry.
Long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
It could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
Ya,
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started.
ayolah,
I might
cuman
teach you how
gara-gara
to
itu
handle a
doang.
sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
Talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree, by your mother's side.
So
Hmm.
do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
The messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Duh, kenapa? Emang kita nggak bisa senang-senang dulu? Sebenarnya. Kabur ngapain? Aduh.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Gampang.
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Redrick. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Belum lolos. Aduh. Kabur.
Quickly! We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
Dibiarkan bukan yang luputnya. Lagian ini bapaknya ngapain sih? Bukannya aing. Bukan tadi ibunya ada di rumah ya? Aduh, ditusuk. Duh, dikeroyok. Woi. Time to revenge ini mah. Dendam kusumat langsung mendarah daging. Ini si botak ini nih yang harus bunuh.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it!
Run!
Ada energi lagi. Panahin dulu dong. Nah,
Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
oke. Panahin ya. Bentuk panah. Unexpected visit. Bantu panah dulu lah. Ngapain sih nyangkut anjir? Terus lari. Udah ngedekat kan? Udah ngedekat kan? Aman.
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you. Go to hell, you tatar beast!
Kabur. Udah naik Udah nih. Udah gua udah nolongin si Teresa. Gua mau nyerang juga gua ada ininya. Yang penting tadi objektifnya dapat kali ya. Bleeding. Macuk.
Left. Halberg is to the left along the stream.
Kabur. Mati lu. Aing masih aja dikejar. Kudanya kuat ini. Ya.
Warn the others. They've tore its scallops.
Wow. Sabar atuh.
They've tore its scallops.
Au. Terus gua mau mati anjir. Bleeding.
Go, please. They'll kill you all.
Mau nyampe dong, come on. I'm gonna dead. Dong, come on. Nice.
Oh my god! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here! Hey! And loose!
Jangan si Henry-nya. Nah. Bahasa apa anjir itu? Kazuki Jin. I'm dead.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Look at your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that hair out.
Aduh.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
Ya, gue yang ngomong aja. Sorry guys, gue
Sorry.
sambil makan nih.
This is a survivor from...
I heard, Robart. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? Were there any more survivors?
Nggak ada, gue doang.
I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. As I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robart.
Indeed, Sir Robert.
And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
Henry.
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him.
Tuh kan?
Did he make it inside the castle?
Nggak, mati.
I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Oke, thank you. Ganti
And
pakaian kalau bisa.
get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Your command. Oh,
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father.
Apa yang
I
lari?
hear you came from. Ow!
I can't
Lari.
understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine
Reputation loss. Hah? Kok reputasinya loss?
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
Lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed.
Oh, ini
How
istrinya
could he
dari
not be,
rajanya
poor
itu ya.
soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oke. Ini boleh diambil kan? Ah, gila lu. Ambil mau gue semuanya, bodoh. Aduh, 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 ya, ya, ya. Aduh lah, satu lagi, satu lagi. Sabar. Ini apple juga belum gua ambil. Tuh. Aduh, ngantuk. Guard. Close, 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 close. Reputasi lo sih. Why? Ya, ya, ya. Hmm. Belas jam tidur, anjir. Mabet.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, no, not at all.
Curiga gue.
But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Oh, yo.
Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you.
Lu datang-datang aja ya.
You're welcome. Now, Henry.
Hey.
I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal.
Tapi kalau ditolak sayang juga
I
nih.
know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Wes. Udah gitu dong nih. The story of the red.
You might be right, my lady.
Begini.
I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected.
Woi, kok gini?
The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town. A fellow by the name of Kunesh owed money to father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunesh had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunesh still wouldn't cough up the court.
Harusnya sih speech aja.
Generous for his own
Karena
good, letting even a scoundrel like that.
Ini tuh harus yang namanya ningkatin speechnya. Sukses.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised father I'd help him with his work.
Oh, si Henry di situ. Cara tahu sukses apa enggak tuh dia dilihat dari si ininya nih. Oke, 5 berhasil, 3 tapi nggak tahu ya. Tentang speech kita nggak tahu bisa menang apa enggak, soalnya si lawan bicaranya tanda tanya. Ini harusnya masih bisa sukses.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
Nah, cuman 2.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
Ketika udah tahu lawan bicara cuman 2,
and then death.
Cukup yang namanya speech aja pilihnya. Sekali
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste. I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The humans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of human savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Waduh, mulai.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world.
Nih,
That is the work of
nenek
Satan and
ngapain
those
sih
who do his
beneran?
those who are
Ada something nih, ada maunya nih.
greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me and my husband either. Also, in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the
Oh,
castle was
dijodohin.
stormed and my husband was
Ini
imprisoned.
masih muda berarti nih si ini nih.
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
It's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert.
Yang
didn't know what to
muda
do.
si Henry doang berarti di sini ya.
We went to Prague
Yang
to
lain udah pada
appeal to
old
We
man.
sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harville punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. Now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful.
Masih
Your best years are still ahead of you.
masih muda beneran.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Gak dimakan kan ujung-ujungnya. Masih
I enjoyed
doang
our
lo.
little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Aduh.
My lady.
Si apa kayak kasih apa? Udah tidur, lu udah wine. Aduh, mimpi buruk lu. Little nightmare, aduh.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
Lu aja nggak mau ngajarin gue cara pakai pedang anjir. Record.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Aduh. Ada aja ganggu gue tidur lu. Si malam loh. keren masih level 1 gua. Aku ya. Apa sih malam-malam gini? Hah? Gak kelihatan sama sekali loh. Kenapa kali ini? Ganggu gua tidur ya lu. Ya mungkin sampai di sini aja lah video part kali ini. Besok kita akan lanjut lagi. Ya, thank you udah nonton, thank you udah like, see you di next video. Bye bye.